It's official, Kody Brown and David Woolley's tragic divorce revealed. Kody Brown's journey over the past several years has been one of immense transformation, filled with heartbreak, resilience, and newfound love. Once a longtime member of a polygamous family, she is now living a very different kind of life, one that many fans admire, though it hasn't come without struggles. Kody has faced painful losses, taken bold risks, and made choices that shocked many who have followed her story on Sister Wives. Recently, her comments about heartbreak and growth have reignited speculation about her personal life, leaving fans to wonder whether everything is truly as perfect as it appears with her husband, David Woolley. Kody, now 53, first became a household name as one of the wives of Kody Brown, the patriarch of the polygamous family featured on TLC's Sister Wives. For nearly 3 decades, Kody lived in a plural marriage that came with its share of sacrifices. She and Cody were married for 27 years before she ultimately made the life-changing decision to walk away in 2021. Her departure shocked many, not just because of how long they had been together, but because Kody had always seemed dedicated to making the marriage work, often putting her family's needs before her own. Yet, as time went on, Kody's unhappiness became undeniable. Though she had tried repeatedly to save the relationship, she eventually realized that leaving was her only path to peace and fulfillment. When Kody finally announced her split from Cody, the news resonated far beyond her own family. Fans saw it as a courageous move, especially for someone who had spent nearly 3 decades in a situation that often left her feeling undervalued and unseen. Many people believed Kody would take a long time to heal and perhaps even stay single for years after such a long marriage. However, to everyone's surprise, Kody embraced the next chapter of her life much sooner than expected. Not long after leaving Cody, Kody began dating again. It was inspiring for many to watch her open her heart after so much pain. She had been through one of the most difficult experiences of her life, but instead of closing herself off, she allowed herself the possibility of love again. In 2022, she met David Woolley, a widower with a large family of his own, 8 children and 10 grandchildren. Their connection was immediate, and Kody seemed happier than she had been in years. Their romance was fast-paced, but it was also filled with joy, laughter, and a kind of stability that Kody had never known before. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 aired, Kody and David's relationship had become a central storyline. Viewers saw Kody light up around David in a way she never had with Cody. The couple moved in together less than a year after meeting, a decision that raised some eyebrows. For many fans, it was shocking to see Kody, who had always been so cautious and conservative, take such a bold step, especially with her youngest daughter, Truly, still living at home. Yet Kody followed her heart, and the choice seemed to pay off. Not long after they moved in together, David proposed, and Kody happily said yes. Their wedding took place in October 2023 and was everything Kody could have dreamed of. Unlike her modest and complicated marriage to Cody, where other wives were already part of the picture, her wedding to David was a celebration of pure love and family. The event was documented in a 2-part Sister Wives special that aired in January, allowing fans to share in the happiness of the big day. Kody looked radiant in an off-the-shoulder gown that showed off a tattoo she had gotten to match David's, while he wore an all-black suit. The day was filled with joy, laughter, and the support of their blended families. It was a striking contrast to her first wedding and symbolized the fresh start she had been longing for. For many fans, David represented everything Cody was not. He was quieter, calmer, and more grounded. Most importantly, he had no interest in polygamy, which had always been one of the major sources of tension in Kody's first marriage. Their love seemed to be the perfect fairy tale ending to Kody's long and complicated story. Still, some couldn't help but wonder whether Kody had moved on too quickly. After nearly 3 decades with Cody, many thought she would have benefited from more time alone before committing to another marriage. Yet, as Kody often said, she had never felt love like the one she shared with David, and she didn't want to waste another moment. As 2024 unfolded, Christine continued to share glimpses of her life with David, Truly, and her extended family. There were vacations, celebrations, and countless moments of joy. But life was not without its heartbreak. On January 1, 2025, Christine shared a reflective Instagram post recapping her experiences of the past year. She wrote about unbelievable heartbreak as well as unforgettable adventures, describing the year as one of growth, joy in hardship, and courage in choosing happiness. While the message was inspiring, her mention of heartbreak immediately caught attention. Many fans began to speculate that Christine's marriage to David might already be in trouble. Initially, it was easy to assume her words hinted at marital struggles. After all, whirlwind romances don't always last, and Christine had taken a major leap of faith by marrying David so quickly. But a closer look at the events of 2024 tells a different story. The heartbreak Christine was referring to likely had little to do with David and everything to do with the devastating loss of someone she loved deeply. In March 2024, tragedy struck the Brown family when 25-year-old Garrison Brown, the son of Cody and Janelle, died unexpectedly. Though Garrison wasn't Christine's biological child, she had helped raise him from the time he was born. For years, Christine played a central role in caring for the children while Cody and Janelle worked full-time, creating a special bond with many of them, including Garrison. His death was not only a crushing blow for Janelle and her children but also for Christine, who had been like a second mother to him. The loss left the entire family reeling, and Christine's grief was profound. Even though Christine had many joyful moments in 2024, including her marriage and blended family experiences, the sorrow of losing Garrison hung heavily in her heart. It's common for people in such situations to experience survivor's guilt, struggling with the idea of embracing happiness when someone they love is gone. Christine, who has always been deeply empathetic and nurturing, has likely felt this conflict acutely. Her comments about heartbreak were more likely tied to this tragedy than to any struggles with David. Christine has also remained close to Janelle, supporting her through unimaginable grief. Their friendship, built during decades as sister wives, endured even after Christine left Cody, and it became even more important after Garrison's passing. Christine's ability to stand by Janelle during her darkest days shows how much their bond transcends the complicated dynamics of polygamy. As Christine moves forward, her life continues to be a balance of joy and sorrow, healing and growth. She has shown remarkable resilience, proving to herself and others that it is possible to rebuild after heartbreak, even when it feels impossible. Fans who once doubted her independence now see her as a strong, self-assured woman who is willing to take risks, embrace love, and stand by her loved ones during difficult times. Her story is far from over, and while challenges will always come, Christine has already shown that she is capable of navigating them with grace. Whether through her marriage to David, her role as a mother and grandmother, or her enduring connection to her extended family, she continues to inspire those who watch her journey. The heartbreak of 2024 will forever be part of her story, but so will the courage she's shown in choosing happiness despite the pain.